This is a couple of years ago, 2012, I think, and it was a couple of years into a bit of a job. I was in a burnout basically from being very involved and busy with my job, and I had been to Spirit Rock, which is the meditation center up north in Marin. Been there a couple of times. But in 2012 especially, it was a rather hard time, and I think I gave this 10-day meditation retreat as a birthday present to myself in the summer of 2012, and the retreat was over Thanksgiving in 2012, and so that was a couple of months ahead of time, and job-wise it still was sort of pretty rough, to the point where the week before the retreat actually started, I ran into a huge fight with my boss, to the point where when I was ready to go to the retreat on a Friday afternoon, a rainy Friday afternoon in November, I wasn't sure where, I had a fallout with my boss, I wasn't sure whether I had a job. So going into the retreat, it was a 10-day silent retreat, I wasn't sure whether I was going to have a job when I come back, and I'm a foreign national on an H-1B, so not having a job means you're on a plane ticket out of here. So that was pretty stressful, and the whole situation was just, I basically ran myself into a wall. And this retreat came sort of as a surprise, because like I said, I gave it in the summer to myself. I didn't know what to expect. It was a 10-day silent retreat. So in the very moment I was actually about to lose my job, I went on this 10-day silent retreat, not being able to talk to anybody. And the first day I was telling the organizers that I probably had to leave. It started on a Friday, so I said I probably have to leave on Sunday because I want to have a job on Monday. But they said, well, I mean, there's a waiting list for these retreats, and you cannot really leave once you're here because other people have have not been able to come, so you're not supposed to leave. So as the days went by, it started to sink in that yes, maybe if it was that bad at my job, maybe not having a job or maybe not having that job might be better. So I sat through the whole retreat, and I came out of the retreat after 10 days very open-minded in a way, and sort of exactly what the purpose of the retreat was, which was to find myself again on sort of a basic level, because I got too tangled up in all the daily life activities. Obviously it was very emotional, but I think what I learned, and this definitely changed the course of my life after that. What I've learned is that if you get so tangled up and you get so lost, there's always a place where you can find yourself. For me, that happens to be a retreat, and probably most likely the silent retreat, especially. But I came back very refreshed and with sort of a knowledge that I could always find myself.